Welcome everyone. Live sessions. Right now we're outside of our office here at right off of the Interstate 79 by Burns & Scalo Real Estate. So today we are going to be joined by a few representatives of Burns & Scalo, and we're going to learn more about what they do, their impact on the Pittsburgh market, and of course about their storefront here in JA BizTown. So as we go inside, the fun part about today is that our guests, Shannon and Ruby, are actually here with us on site, waiting for us back in JA BizTown. So this is their business park. They lease it and manage it here. So we're gonna talk with them shortly and just welcome everybody to Burns & Scalo Real Estate storefront here at JA BizTown. So we're going to go in and we're going to meet our friends who are patiently waiting for us inside. Hi, Ruby and Shannon.
Hi.
How are you guys?
Good. How are you? Hi, everybody.
All right, so we're just going to jump in here. So can you just explain to us what Burns & Scalo Real Estate is for our viewers who may not know?
Yeah, so Burns Scalo Real Estate is a full-service real estate company. So we have a management company, a brokerage company, and a development company. The management company is who manages this park that we're in right now, Abilene Business Park. Leasing is what Shannon and I do, and we're part of the leasing team, and that's in the brokerage. And then development is who does the construction both outside and inside our buildings.
Yeah, awesome. And we've definitely gotten to work with you guys over the years and to learn all about what you guys do. So it's great being a part of the business park here. So can you explain what both of you guys do at Burns & Scalo?
Yeah, so like she said, we are on a leasing team together. So we're agencies, so we sell Burns Scalo properties. We have another team as well that just has other properties outside of Bridgeville, and then we also have tenant rep. But me and Ruby essentially are responsible for leasing the spaces, the vacancies here, renewals, and that entails anything from move-in ready spaces that are, already have paint and carpet in them, to somebody coming in and wanting to knock down walls, and we get budgets together to figure out what that cost is going to be, and we put it into, kind of an entire deal evaluation, as we would say, and, look at the rate and the term and try to make the best deal for our tenants and the landlord.
Yeah, awesome. That sounds exactly what the students do here at JA BizTown. So speaking of on that, so what are the types of jobs that citizens do here at your storefront? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure, yeah. We operate out of BizTown. We have a CFO, a CEO, a project manager, and a leasing agent. So leasing agent is what Shannon just described to us. That's what we do on a daily basis. So just learning how to put budgets together for potential clients to move into our spaces that are available. Property manager is on our management team. So in this park specifically, we have Jimmy Sims. So a light bulb goes out, you need that fixed. You're having problems with your electrical meter. You need cleaners to come in. I mean, you name it, they're there, and they have a Lamport system that goes directly to their phone. So there are some businesses out there that just do management. So at BizTown, we like to kind of teach the students that management is a whole different category in the real estate world. So really just more of a hands-on facilities type position. And then the CFO is who we at Burns Scalo go to approve all of our own deals. So Shannon and I will put numbers together and see if it makes sense with the budget. So that's more finance, math, that we like to get the kids involved with as well. And then CEO is running the entire business. So we have a president and CEO. It's the same person, Jim Scalo, and he is just kind of in charge of overseeing the entire company from development, management, and leasing perspective. So that's more all-encompassing and a lot larger of a position than any of the others.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like here at BizTown, students really get to not only working here, but they get to educate the students around them that, hey, like, you got to pay your rent and everything else like that. So it's great to have all those different types of jobs here and get those students exposed to things. So citizens, like I mentioned, pay their rent for their businesses to Burns & Scalo Real Estate. So why is it important for students to learn about this responsibility early on?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, once you become an adult, it's not even just about rent, right? I think we all know there's rent, there's utilities, there's gas, there's so many expenses that come with just living. So I think it's really important, like, for them to know that, like, you got to budget correctly. There's obviously going to be revenue in, but you have to take into account the expenses out, with your personal life and with business. And so I hope that we are teaching that here, like, you know, to make a profit, you got to. That's why, you know, we have all those specific different positions in our company that we could get creative and make sure that a deal works. Because obviously at the end of the day, we would like to make a profit, but we also know that they have to pay their rent. So we try to get really creative so it's best for both parties. And like she was saying, Jim Scow, he is kind of the one at the end of the day that can say yes or no. And sometimes he says yes to things that normally we would say no to, but maybe it's a great relationship, or, you know, just a COVID like compassion. So, you know, we're not just a yes or no company. We definitely like to get creative and try to help people out as much as we can.
Yeah.
Like we did here. I think he had a great relationship with Dennis Guilfoyle, and I actually was part of this deal when I first started. So we definitely got creative here even.
Yeah, no.
To make it work for everybody. Yeah.
Definitely a long-standing relationship that turned into something amazing.
Yeah, and that
here,
happens all the time. We network with so many different people. Like, networking's seriously half of our job sometimes. You know, there's different vendors that we partner with to give us free furniture so that we could make our spaces look pretty, and then we lease it to the new tenant. So there's always relationships to be had, never to burn a bridge, because you never know when they're going to come back and you're going to need them or they're going to need you.
No, I think that's great. And to touch upon those like networking skills and things like that, so what other skills do students learn by working here at your storefront in JA BizTown?
I mean, I think just to go off what Shannon said, really in school, and I know from myself, personal experience, no one really talks about real estate. I didn't know anything about it until going and working at the business. It's a very diverse industry, so I think it's really great that we're bringing it to such young kids and introducing them. Wow, that's like a very large category of business. Like, there's many, many leasing agents just in the Pittsburgh area alone, project managers, development, I mean, the list goes on and on. So I think working here and just creating awareness that real estate is even like a career option. You don't even need to go to college. Like, many people actually just go to CCAC for 2 years and go directly into the industry. It's a lot more hands-on. So we like to have the kids here do a hands-on experience and really understand that there's so much to offer as far as real estate goes. And like everything we've been saying, budgeting, I mean, real life expenses, paying your rent, paying your mortgage. I mean, it relates back in so many ways. So that's why it's
commercial and residential too. There's a ton of people that make a killing in residential real estate.
Absolutely, yeah.
So
No, I think that's great, and I think it's great to also touch upon that you don't have to go to college right after high school to be involved in something like this. Like, this is something that if you put your mind to it, you can do it. So, well, that's, Ruby, you had talked about kind of just the other real estate companies in Pittsburgh and stuff like that, and we feel obviously it's written right behind you guys that you guys, this is something that's very important to not only Burns and Scalo, but of course Jim Scalo as well. So can you tell us why Burns and Scalo believes that enriching the workplace environment in the community, why is that so important to provide great places to work, and not only to provide those places, but also to the culture at Burns and Scalo?
Yeah, that's such a big question, and we love that he wrote an entire book about it. But worked until life over there. I mean, me and Ruby even just get comments all the time just from things that we're posting on our Instagram. You know, everyone's like, "You look like you work at such a fun place," and it's true. And none of us want to leave, and we're all friends. You want to have a space where people are going to want to come back. I mean, we have the option to work from home right now. Obviously, we're following everything with the CDC guidelines, but I can tell you that 90% of our office is full of people because they want to be there. Nobody's afraid to ask questions. We have a gym, so you don't have to leave the office. And we really support health and wellness. We really support technology, so anything that you need. We actually all got computers and printers for our home office if we did want to go. Just the health benefits, and I mean, it's really hard to do things remote these days. Like we said, there's a lot of different aspects to our job where we have to talk to the accounting team and development team and make sure that we're all on the same page, and it's just so much easier to do it in person and walk over to their desk than it is to email or set up a conference call with everyone's schedules. But yeah, we definitely support, like we have a shuffleboard in our office, and we have a great lounge. Like, it's not so much he likes to say like a light switch. It's not really like on or off these days anymore. We're all attached to our phones. He pays for our phones, which is another great perk. We get half off Fridays in the summer because really, how well are you working mentally in the summer on a Friday afternoon? So it's just like something that he realizes, and he's going to need to keep up with to not only like retain them, but not to attract them, but then to retain them. All these college kids that are coming out looking for jobs, millennials are a little bit spoiled, and they expect it right off the bat. So if they're going to go into an old building with no amenities, with a higher pay, they're going to go to the building that has the amenities with maybe even a lower pay, but with all of the culture and all of the aspects that just like fit their lifestyle to be more of a volume knob.
Yeah.
So we work at night all the time. We always have our phone. We're always emailing and calling.
Yeah.
Because he knows it's more of like a balance, and as long as you're working hard, you can play hard too.
Yeah, especially in real estate, it's definitely something that you always want to be there and make sure the customer is happy. And so I think you touched a lot on the points for our next question, but if you were here today with students, unfortunately, with everything, and it's also summer as well, but if students were here right now, is there anything else you would tell a student as to why either getting involved with Burns & Scalo real estate or just real estate in general would be a great thing to do?
Yeah, I mean, it's honestly, it sounds silly, but it's so fun. Like, we literally love our jobs, and it's go, go, go all the time. You're always learning, and it's such a hands-on experience industry. So, I mean, literally down from the finance people, the management team, to the development team, to leasing, we're just like always talking to new people and learning new things, and there's just kind of like the sky's the limit in real estate. You can learn and continue to learn and continue to get your license, your brokerage license, to run your own business, to work at a business. I mean, there's just so many different areas that I really feel like anyone coming out of school could find a job that they love in the real estate industry. It's so endless, and it's not talked about enough. So
yeah, I definitely agree, and I think it just leads to so many different opportunities. You meet so many different people,
and connections, and like
thing.
it's just like really interesting too when we go on tours. Like, we're always listening, we're always asking questions, and then we kind of even just get to like hear like market trends and like what's going on, and then like, oh wow, we're getting a lot of tours for these kind of people, or oh wow, this is picking back up. It's just something that's also a really like easy conversation piece. Like, if you really start to like think about it, like when you're out with like at a fireplace or with family or with like work people, like real estate and things that are coming into the city that are
people
interesting.
Are
it's always in the news. It's like such an easy conversation piece to have, and you'll realize actually like once we say this, like how much it actually does come up with like adults, and you sound smart, and to know what's going on is like fun, and it's just like we're not even doing anything that crazy. We're taking phone calls, listening to people, and making sure that we match them up with the space that makes them happy.
Yeah, you're self-aware of what's going on.
Yeah, and it's really else to it. So
no, I think that's great. So, of course, we love to give you guys a little plug here. So where could our viewers find more, whether that's on your website or social media?
So Shannon and I actually run our own Instagram account. It's called Salt and Pepper Real Estate.
I'm the salt. Yeah, I'm the pepper. Black hair.
You couldn't tell.
Yeah.
But we have a Burns Scalo platform as well, which shows all of our properties. We have over 3 million square feet of real estate portfolio-wide in the Pittsburgh area. So Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, we have it all. And there are other properties that our other leasing agents represent. Green Tree, down in Oakland, we're building a brand new building on the river called the Riviera.
Scott and Vic are another team, Scott Tigliano and Victor Kono. So
yeah, so there's, I mean, and we're doing stuff in the Strip. Burns Scalo is just growing and growing, and it's an exciting place to be. But check us out on our website. Everything's there, and social media as well.
And all of our new hires. Yeah, we actually hired 13 people during COVID, so
that's great.
Nothing's really stopping us.
Good. No, we love seeing your signs everywhere and stuff. So, and like I said, we love being a part of Abilene Business Park and having this relationship with you guys here to teach students about real estate and what you guys do. And hopefully one day they will love where they work as well. So, well, thank you guys again for joining us here and stopping by. And we'll see everybody that's watching next week. So stay tuned. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.